Hello. Welcome to the British summer. Better late than never.
Rumors spreading round.
Oh, I need petrol. Oh, it makes me so happy. Faff, faff, faff. Okay, let's get on with it. Back on camera. God, it feels like ages since I did any vlogging. To be fair, I think it's because it has been ages. So firstly, I suppose I want to apologise. I'm sorry about the delay in getting the sort of, particularly part 3 of the Spanish tour out. You know, day job, what can I say? The editing is so much more intensive than just, you know, this bikey chit-chat stuff. You've got all the different camera angles and trying to put it together in a story, you know, it just takes up so much more time. And yeah, you know, I have sleep needs too. So don't lose faith. It's coming. I have not forgotten, but the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is the direction of the channel. What direction I think it's going in. But I want to ask you guys, I mean, it started to get a bit of attention. I've got a few subscribers. You guys seem to be liking the content that's coming up. So what do you want to see more of? From my point of view, the identity that the channel is kind of getting seems to be this this touring element. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. You know, so I'm happy to carry on doing that side of things. And if that's what you guys want to see, well, I will oblige. I think that channels now, you know, particularly things like motor vlogging, you need an identity. You need something that's going to set you apart. Everyone has started motor vlogging, and it's a fun pastime. But you know, if you're going to get noticed, you need to have something about you, or you've got to be really, really interesting. And I don't think of myself as being interesting on that level. I'm not that interesting, where I could just sound off in a helmet and you guys will keep watching it. But the touring thing, yeah, I'm enjoying that. I think it's a bit of fun. I think people seem to like the antics. They they just like watching bikers having a good time. So I'm happy to do that, and I think that if it's going to adopt that kind of identity, that's fine with me. But yeah, as I said, give me your thoughts, give me comments, let me know what you think, let me know what you want to see. Come on, come on, come on. Go. Where can I push in? Right in there. Oh, I love having a bike. Stay there. So I'm not going to stop the bikey chit-chat stuff. I'll still keep you guys updated about, you know, things that are happening with the bike. And well, the most recent thing that's been happening to the bike is new tyres. So this happened. My first burnout. So I'm gonna stop in a second and give you a look at the tyres. I've gone for Pirelli Rosso Corsas. They're Pirelli sort of hypersport tyre. It's one step down from the super Corsas. But I think the hypersport tyre is kind of, it's going to suit me a little bit better. It's not going to burn out quite as fast as the super Corsa, and it's going to give me the level of grip I need for the type of riding I do. I mean, Ginger's not going on a track. I will fill you in on that in a second as well, because yeah, there is a track day coming up. But back to the tyres. I love them. Scrubbing them in was a nightmare. They had next to no grip, and I had a couple of scary roundabout moments where the bike just slid out from underneath me, and a bit of a, what we call an oh f**k moment. But now that I've got the Pirelli scrubbed in, they're magic, they're brilliant. So much more confidence in the corners, it's brilliant. Spain completely ruined biking for all of us. I used to sort of talk about how the UK was a nice biking country, the weather was well suited, the roads were decent. bullshit. Traffic, awful. Road surface, appalling. I mean, just shocking. I understand it's because there's more road users here and it's more difficult to maintain them, but still, I mean, it's just unfortunately, biking for me here, it's not going to cut it. I'm not going to stop, but it's not going to cut it. So that's the bad news. The good news is that we're all itching to go away again. The Alps has been mentioned as a possible destination. I've also been watching a lot of Richie Vida, particularly his trip up to Norway, and that looked amazing. I'm not sure if it's quite our sort of style of things, and the weather looked atrocious for a lot of it, which is, you know, that doesn't sit very well with me. But some of the scenery and some of the stuff, you know, I'd love to take a bike up there. I really would. I think it's going to be difficult for us to realistically get away anytime this year for a tour. We're sort of running out of summer. We all have day jobs. We all have stuff that we need to get on with. So I think it's going to be next year for that. However, I've got a plan to go out to South Africa at the end of the year for December. And I'm hoping to hire a bike out there and do a little bit of light touring down there and film it. So, yeah. That should be good. Getting away from Europe. There's some beautiful roads in Europe, but let's go and see what Africa has to offer for a change. I should point out that I'm not intending to go heavy off-roading. I'm not going into deepest, darkest Africa. Not yet. Definitely up for going and checking out the place that I used to call home. It's been a long time since I've been back, and I've never ridden around it on a motorbike, so you know, that could be a lot of fun. So yeah, watch this space. This is what I mean. Look at this. This is biking in the UK. Spain I love. So I'm going to pull over here. I can't be dealing with this. Let's give you a look at these tyres. Okay. Yeah, nice and scrubbed in. Ready to go. A little bit of a chicken strip left there. Gotta get rid of that. The Pirelli Diablo Rosso Corsas. Good sticky rubber. You can see by the tread pattern, it's quite aggressive. These are made for sort of dry running. Super sticky. Not as sticky as they can be, but giving me a lot more confidence. Money well spent. These cost me fitted with JHS Racing £288. Okay, so that's, you can get the tyres cheaper if you can fit them yourself, and you can go through all of that faff. But I thought that was pretty reasonable. The brakes all need redoing, so I've got new pads coming on those, and they're going to do a reconditioning and rebuild on both the front and the back, because they're a bit knackered and I can actually feel them. They don't feel the way they should. Sorry, the bike is disgustingly dirty. That's not like me. And the other thing that's going on is a new chain. I'm going to get a nice gold one. The front sprocket is a bit knackered now. It's making some funny noises. The weather is nice today. So track days. Booked my first one, going to Silverstone on the 16th of September. We're not doing the full GP track, it's what they call the international circuit. I think it's about 1.8 miles long. Looks nice though, looks good. It's like an introduction to track days. I'm not taking Ginger, not because I don't want to. Obviously I am fearful for her well-being. It's more to do with the fact that she's too loud. I had the exhaust tested up at Castle Combe a few weeks back, and he stopped registering it at 114 decibels, so yeah. And to be honest with you, I just don't feel like the faff of changing the old standard exhaust back on. Not only that, I'd like to go out on track on a sports bike. I was hoping to have had one, as I've mentioned. I'm looking for that second bike now, and it is going to be a sports bike. So what we've done instead, we've rented bikes, which I think actually is, well, I'll let you know how it goes. I'll give you a review of the entire thing. We've gone with a company called Small Boy, and they do track bike hire. Everything's included, tyres, petrol, the bike, they deliver the bike, everything's ready, it's track prepped, it's got track fairings, it's got quick shifters, it's got all sorts of nice tracky bits on it. You know, it's going to be ready to go. And I don't have the worry of, you know, if I screw up, worst case excess, as in you f the bike up, that's £500. There's no deposit, so like no security deposit or anything like that. You just have to pay a small portion of the fee for the day to hold the bikes, and they show up, and you just, you know, have to make sure everything's paid before they arrive. £240 for the day for the rental of the bike. I believe you get a mechanic and a sort of, not a pit crew, but you know, they set the bikes up in the pit for you and they're on hand should anything go wrong or anything needs to be repaired. They bring wet weather tyres should they be needed. As I said, the tyres are included. Tyre warmers, you get all the bits and pieces that are perhaps a little bit tricky to organise when you're doing it yourself. And we're going to be on Suzuki GSXR 600s, so should be a bit of fun. They've got other bikes. They have a Fireblade and they have the GSXR 750 as well. I've gone for the Super Sport because it's going to be the one that's most familiar to me. It's going to be the one that I can rag. I think that if I went out first time on a track on a 1000cc bike, I'm probably not going to be doing myself any favours, you know? Just going to scare the shit out of myself. Oh, what's this? So yeah, first track day. Got some new leathers coming. The leathers I'm wearing, the RST, I think it's R14s, they're really entry level. And they serve me well for what they are. But they are budget leathers, so I'm going with the Track Tech Evo 2s. I like RST stuff. I just want a higher grade of RST now. I think it's very reasonably priced for what you get. And most importantly, knee sliders. Gonna get a knee down. Well, that's the plan anyway. When I was out in Spain, I had the bike leaned over a hell of a lot. There were no chicken strips left on the bike. And if I can just get my body position right and put some knee sliders on, yeah, I reckon it's going down. Well, I wish it was sooner, to be honest with you, because the waiting is killing me. Always see this guy around, exactly like mine. I do love these guys. I've got such a soft spot for them. Is that a turbo? No, naturally aspirated. No. Yeah, I've got the same one. Brilliant cars, aren't they?
Well, no, I've had 16 years, never gone wrong.
No, never gone wrong, yeah. Yeah, bulletproof. Enjoy it. See you later. So that's it from me. Please stay tuned. More Spain is coming and it's gonna get better. We've got so many more camera angles, which makes it a lot cooler. But yeah, it's just the time involved is insane. But it is on its way. Why must people block bikers? Why? Jesus! Come on. Until next time and until the next Spain videos, it's been the Bath Biker. Ride safe, look after yourselves. Bye bye.
Okay. You know what I'm talking about. Just let me know if you wanna go to that whole mile.
Time to get some petrol. Gonna get some petrol. Gonna get some petrol from the SO. This guy's riding up my arso.